Oh, John. John. Yes, will you ask Teddy if the mail has come through yet? Yes? Thank you. Oh, it has. Well, will you fetch it for me then? Yeah, well, yes, aren't any customers now, are there? You're a darling. Well, you know what I mean. Wonderful, thank you. So, now let's see. That is for Mr. James. Well, what's this? Morrison. Oh, that's for Morrison. What does it say? Thompson. T for Thompson. And this. That's for us. John. I'm sorry to be whining, but can you ask Robert that we've got another bill from the solicitors? Well, I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm sending them right through to Mrs. Simpson. Here you are. There wasn't much posting today. Only 3 letters. Oh, by the way, the red room, is that clean? Well, I just had someone on the phone that would like to order the red room for Christmas. A husband and wife. I think they're on their honeymoon. No, the bride and groom suite is taken. Therefore, I offered the red room. But I think the red room is quite suitable for Christmas. I mean, it is practically red, and apart from the romantic colour being red, it is quite suitable for Christmas. And of course, oh, have you seen the Christmas tree there up in the blue room? That's marvellous, I say. Well, anyway. Just a moment, John. Marple Lodge, George speaking. Yes, we could have that indeed, ma'am. Yes. Yes. No, the Marple room is sadly taken, ma'am, I'm afraid. However, we have still got the Maple room. Now, apart from the slight difference in sound, it's not much different than the Marple room. Yes. And how long would you want to reserve that room, ma'am? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Will you have a moment? Thank you. Now, I'll see. Can you leave your number, then I'll call you back. Oh, splendid, thank you. Yes? And how's your name, madam? All right. Well, I'll check the availability in the archive, and then I'll call you back. Yes. Have a pleasant evening, madam, and happy holidays. Yes, goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'd quite forgotten about you. Do beg my pardon. Come on, you can give the trunk to me. Ooh, it's quite heavy. What have you got there, I wonder? No, none of my business. Now, I'll ask John, he's our luggage carrier, and he'll take it up to your room. After all, I've never seen you here before. Have I spoken to you on the telephone? I haven't. Well, would you like to make a reservation, perhaps? Yes. Well, do allow me. Forgive me, it's quite the mess. But, now, there are a few things that I need to... Did I welcome you? Oh, I'm so sorry. Welcome to Marple Lodge. This is, of course, as you've imagined, a quiet little cottage deeply tucked away in the English countryside. And you can hang your hat and your coat on the hat stand there. And I hope the snow hasn't been troubling you. It hasn't. Oh, really? That bad? Oh, yes. I can believe that. Right. Now, so, like I said, welcome to Marple Lodge, the as I like to call it, best cottage, lodge, hotel in the English countryside. Now, before I begin, do you take a nice cup of hot steaming chocolate? Wonderful. Well, I've just made some and I figured, why can't I give to customers now, can I? There we are. Now, just use this as a saucer now, will you? I'll place that right there. Now, as I was saying, do you take chocolate biscuits, dear? Oh, certainly. And I always do. A compliment of the Marple Lodge Hotel. Now, Now, my humble guest, as you would like to rent a room, I would be required to fill in some personal information about you. Now, of course, if you don't mind me asking some personal questions, you know, your name, your address, such billing address, of course, the method of payment, and that is all purely academic, so to speak. And after I'm finished, I'll get you the key to your room, and you can check right in. It's good, isn't it? Well, so first of all, most importantly, how long would you to stay here? New Year? Very well. Be taking alone, with a partner, with a friend, sharing suites, sharing rooms, or just alright. To be fair, it's all fine by me. Is this your only trunk, your only suitcase, or are you bringing anything else? For some personal things, but it's all about the size in the trunk ladder. Quite good actually that you came in, because otherwise I would have forgotten about the woman that was just calling me. Now let's see what is booked. The Marple room is full, the red room, the blue room, the Prince Albert room is still available. The Canterbury Lodge is also still available, and the Maple room. The Maple room is lovely, and of course we have one suite, the Queen Victoria suite. It's the most luxurious in the entire thing. However, between you and me, might I recommend the Maple room? Oh really, it is lovely once you've seen it. Now hold on a moment, will you? Where was I? Oh yes, the Maple room. Now the Maple room is this nice, wall-trimmed cottage with lovely little designs all over the room. Now, they have got, just like behind me, a very, very nice red and golden Christmas tree, and it was previously owned, in the time this lodge was still a tavern, by a Miss Maple. Now, not to be taken for Miss Marple, but I was talking about... No, I'll tell you another time about a Miss Marple, but Miss Maple, now she had been using this room regularly when this was still a tavern, and I don't know, perhaps medieval times or something. Anyway, Miss Maple passed away a few years ago. I believe it was 1912 or something. And ever since then it has been the Maple Room, and it has stayed precisely the same as she had left it, you know. You've got that nice red cozy flower wallpaper. You've got a nice fireplace. Oh, I'd take the Maple Room if I were you. Of course, it's entirely your own decision, dear, but... that's good. So once more the Maple Room till New Year, right? Will you be staying New Year's Eve or New Year's Day? Now, about some personal information. I'm sorry we always have to do this. Might I have your first and last name, please? Splendid. And do you have a phone number at home? Good. Yes, they're getting quite popular, you know. Yes. Telephone numbers are also getting quite long. I mean, now we're already at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different characters. You know, there are not that many people that have a telephone, but still. You'll take another biscuit if you like. Right. What is your date of birth? The and your home address. Don't have any any ideas about moving somewhere else soon? Yes. Zip code? And town and region? Now, this sounds very weird, but, you know, a lot of things are happening, and it is, after all, the holiday season. In case of emergency, is there anyone we could contact? What's their name? And do you wish us to contact them via telephone or mail? Oh, they do have a telephone. Well, let's see another one. Know it out of your head. Right, I think that is all. See, I've got your name, got your address, got your date of birth, got your billing address. Would you like to pay here by check, or would you like us to send the bill to your home? You know, we could also send it to a business if you're traveling on business occasion. No? Okay. Good. Now I think I've got everything. You know, between you and me, dear, sometimes I'm forgetting some things, but I think I have got everything. Wait. Now, let's see. Now, we've got well, as far as I can see, it seems reasonable and valid. So, let me just load that back in. I'm so sorry, I have to take that. It's all right. Thank you. Marple Lodge Hotel. George speaking. Yes, hello. Mrs. Bucket, what do you want? No, the Queen Victoria's suite is at this moment taken. It's not. You know, we live at the moment she stalks. Yes, Mrs. Bucket. Oh well. You send your husband over. You do that. I'll be sitting here at the reception waiting for him. And when would that be, ma'am? Good. Well, I wish you a pleasant, happy Christmas. All right. Goodbye, madam. Yes. Goodbye. Goodbye. You know, she always keeps on whining. Oh, by the way, if you're escorted to your room by John... Give me 5 minutes. If you're escorted to your room by John, I give you this. This is a little candle. Place that right there. Now, should you at night be wishing to go, I don't know, on a walk or something somewhere else, you know, and you fancy a little light because the corridors can sometimes be quite dark. Now, I give you this light. There are candles over at the other side of the corridor. So you go left here, you have the long corridor of the first floor, and let me say that I get this right. After the second door, there will be this little cabinet on your left. There are a spare fill of candles, so you can just pop that in and light it, and you'll have a light in the dark. Good. Now let me tell you a bit about the region. As you've probably seen through your heavy snow, there is a wide variety of different forests around here, and one could very much enjoy the fair comforts of nature, especially now in the cold. It's really lovely if it snows, you know, and one can experience, like I said, the fair comforts of nature. Now, a few miles down is another little cottage called the Holiday Inn. Now, this is only open during the holidays, and as far as I have heard, I've never been there myself, but I've heard a lot of customers and a lot of people that have stayed here coming down to that inn and, well, having a very, very nice time. You know, there's a dance party sometimes, and music with diner, and of course the dinner there is extraordinary, I've heard. Well, we also, by the way, I thought I'd give you a little menu card. Now, the breakfast is from 8 to 11, and then lunch will start from 12 to 2, and then afternoon tea would be available in the first reception room. Now, there's a reception room and a dinner room. The reception room is just behind those glass painted doors, and the dinner room is left from the reception room. So you will walk through the reception room, and to your left you will have the dinner room. Now, the reception room is always open. The dinner room will close up after 10, and most of the time the people will fancy a smoke and a brandy, or a cup of tea, or a cup of coffee, or now around the holidays, a cup of hot cocoa in the reception room. Now, normally the reception room is always full of music. There is a piano, and sometimes played by people that we have hired, or by, you know, residents, or, you know, by customers itself. And up in the dinner room, normally during dinner or supper, there is a band. It's a band down from the village. The village I could also tell you about, especially during Christmas. You know, Marple Village is known for its splendor during Christmas, you know, and its cozy little shops. You've got a variety of different bookshops, you've got clothes shops, you've got a very good hat maker, you know. You could also drop over at Crimson Library. They have very good variety of books, you know. I go down there sometimes. There is also a little cabinet up in the reception room, you know, a little bookcase, and there are a number of books from Crimson Library that they didn't use anymore, so you could perhaps try, you know, your typical love stories, you know, the classical stuff, Bernard Shaw, Shakespeare. What else have we got here? Jane Austen, I believe, is also up there. Well, anyway, you can find yourself a lot of things to do. And down in the village is also a very nice little parlour, a very nice little tea room. So you could also go down there. And the train station, did you arrive by train? Oh, by motor car. Well, the train station is about a 10-minute walk, you know, 2 minutes with your motor car. And it's just a small little train station, you know. You get a direct transport to London in about 3 hours, I think. You know, and the direct London train, you know, the big train, leaves every quarter to an hour. You know, so 1:45, 1:45, 2:45, so on and so forth. Now the regional trains, you know, the little ones, those leave every 15 minutes. Oh yes, about the dinner. For tonight, the special dish will be a shepherd's pie, and you could also go for roast turkey, stuffed turkey. Now for Christmas, that's a special. The Christmas special menu is also available. Stuffed turkey. Well, the rest isn't that different. You can have a look if you like. Now there are cigars and cigarettes in the reception room. There are hotel's compliments. Should you, whatever happens, find yourself in need of assistance, now there is a little bell in your room, or depending on the size of the room, but the Marple room has 3 rooms, a reception, a bedroom, and I should have told you this earlier, I'm sorry, beg my pardon, and a bathroom. The restroom is in the bathroom, of course. And each room has a piece of rope, and that will ring for a waiter or a servant or a butler, if you will, or a chambermaid, depending on your services. Now, there is also a desk, and each morning at 12 o'clock, John or any other valets will come down and collect your mail. Should there be any mail delivered, you can see behind me there on the little alphabetical orders. Now, every morning, apart from today, normally we hope to have the mail in by 10. So from 10 o'clock, after you've gone to breakfast, you could go and check your mail and see if you've received anything. Would you like to send mail? Once again, the post will be delivered here, and then the postman will take it up back in town to the train station. Well, of course, depending on the range of the letter. Have I told you anything else? Oh yes, of course, Christmas Eve. Well, Christmas Eve, most of us, that is, most of the staff, will be going down to the village church for the Christmas Eve service. The day afterwards, at 11 o'clock, is a service. The Christmas Eve service will be at 10 o'clock in the evening. The day after, on Christmas Day, at 11, and on Boxing Day, it will be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's quite late. Oh, you haven't met our vicar yet now, have you? Well, that would be because he likes to sleep in, most of the time. And but the old vicar, we used to have the Boxing Day Mass at, what was it? 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, or quite early. Now, after that, there will be, some calm Christmas music playing here, unlike what we have today. But there'll be a small band, and in the evening, that is Christmas Eve, there will be the grand dinner party that we have every year. The tree is up, and last year, Mr. Johnson, someone from downtown, dressed up as, Mrs. Santa Claus, the thing that the Americans invented, and came down here, and we all had a laugh. So it would be a great number of experiences that you were able to do while you're here. Yes. I think that's all, really. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, how could I forget? would you take these candy canes as a compliment of the Marple Lodge? Or you could take one, or you could take two, or you could do whatever you like. You know, they're handmade down at the candy shop in the village. That's another thing you like about this village. The candy shop. You know, I go there sometimes, and well, the candy with me doesn't last long. But if you want some, you can have some. Oh, that's lovely, my dear. But I'll fancy the chocolate chip biscuits. Yes, that was all. Well, my dear, in this envelope you will find the keys to your room, and I hope you have a very pleasant stay, and wish you the best of luck, and a very, very Merry Christmas to you. Now, John, don't look so alarmed. Just asking you to take this customer in. Oh wait, I've got stuck. Yes, John. No, the maple room. Yes. Well, my dear, once more, as a compliment of Marple Lodge, I wish you a very happy Christmas.